all the musculatures that are usually typically get very tight, then your body will have to compensate as a consequence. Are you suffering from tight hamstrings, tight hips? This is why it's so important to stretch those out and get them treated on a regular basis. So if you have tight hamstrings, I want you guys to envision with me is that it's a huge muscle split into 3 different phases. All right, so this is the middle, which is the stronger bicep femoris that's on the back of the leg. And there's 2 supplemental muscles that make up the whole hamstring. If that hamstring is tight, well then that means that either on the front of your body or the opposite side, there has to be some type of compensation in order to create the closest to balance. This is what your body's doing to adapt on a regular basis. So if you have a tight hamstring, either on one side or both sides, that means that on the front side, something has to be weak because it's a balancing system. If you have a tight hamstring on the right leg, you probably have a weak hip flexor on the left leg. So that can start creating torsion and rotation. And so then now you feel like you're sitting on one hip more than the other. How many times do people feel that? Or whenever you're standing, you feel like you're standing on one leg more than the other. Or if you feel like when you're driving, you feel like you're leaning more to one side. These are all things that are happening because when you don't stretch your hamstrings and you don't stretch the glutes and stretching out your calves, all the musculatures that are usually typically get very tight, then your body will have to compensate as a consequence. And in those compensations, it can throw off the balancing system because your pelvic bowl is the center of gravity for your body. And it's mostly where all your weight loads. So if you don't have the musculatures around that area in a perfect tone, which is not too tight or not too loose, they call it hypertonicity, or hypo, which is low, then your body will start to create a balancing whenever it actually finds perfect tone. And then from there, now you can effortlessly oppose gravity, which is the advantages and helps you with normal activities like sitting down. You feel more comfortable, you feel balanced. You don't feel like something's pulling and twisting and one thing's tight and you have to stretch your leg out. These are things that we see that are very common. So it's very important that you stretch your hamstrings, stretch your psoas, which is right here through the middle. Stretch these flexor muscles so that you can have a better day and a better life.